Once again, they're at the post. And they're off. A good beginning. Breaking for the lead from the outside is Found My Man. Superb shadows on the outside, three wide, and My Rosie now turns on the speed, and My Rosie pokes ahead in front. Superb lays in second, Found My Man in third. About a half length back to Admiral's Garden in the Catbird seat. Now switching into the two path, we got China Star down against the rail, CV Thunder, scooting up the rail, Devilish Truth. To the outside, far outside is Queen Cordelia, in between runners Not Wild. Keep Scrolling is coming right up the inside. Bertrada trailing the field, Sharp Justice as they make their way into the far turn. And My Rosie and Oots has the lead by a commanding 2 lengths. Superb lays in second, kicking to the outside. Here comes Admiral's Garnet, and Admiral's Garnet means business as they reach the top of the lane. It's My Rosie and Oots, the one to beat, goes to the right hand of stick. To the outside, here comes Admiral's Garnet and Corrales. Corrales is just wide in the center of the track, but coming on with leaps and bounds. It's Admiral's Garnet grabbing lead along the inside. My Rosie coming on for the spot for place. That is CV Thunder. This race is for place. It's all Admiral's Garnet. And they're off. A level beginning for the lead from in between runners. That is Awfully Cool. Grab and lead against the rail. We have Mama Forever in between runners. Collectorate as they make the way into the first turn. And showing away is Awfully Cool now by 3/7 of a length. Invasive lays in second. To the far outside, circling runners. That's Let It Ride Clyde. In between runners, Ocean Point against the rail. We have Collectorate to the outside, Mamba Forever. About 3 wide out. That is Mythomania. And Mythomania is wide, but still coming on down against the rail. Dingman's only about 8 off of the lead as they run down the backstretch. Hung out about 3 wide. That's Magnificent Mile. And about 4 to the trailer, Cambiaso. Opening quarter of 23 and 4, and they're duking it out on the lead. Awfully Cool down against the rail. Invasive right in between. They come back to Let It Ride Clyde. Hung out 4 wide. Mythomania staying out of all the traffic. Down against the rail. Collectorate slides right up the inside. Also now starting to thread the needle. That is Ocean Point. A half in 48 and 4. It's Awfully Cool with a lead by a length and a tail. Let It Ride Clyde lays in second. To the outside, Mythomania circling runners like they're tied to a post is Magnificent Mile down against the rail, threading the needle. That is Ocean Point as they reach the top of the lane. And with the lead is Awfully Cool, leads now by a length and a half. Magnificent Mile zeroing in on the leader, has a target on the leader's back. Awfully Cool has the lead outside. Magnificent Mile down against the rails, Ocean Point. Magnificent Mile has all the momentum on the outside, but Awfully Cool turns him back. They're at the post. And they're off. Go On Girl jets out for the lead, leads by a half a length. On the inside, that is Sure Enough bringing the heat down against the rail. We got Princess Tony dropping right over the rail. To the outside is Priceless Picture down against the rail. Simpering Smile skims right up the inside. Midnight XO is about 4 wide. Another length and a half back to Victory's Flame. On the move is Dartiga from the back of the pack. Basilica d'Oro is down against the rail. Shadowed on the outside by Mark's Creek Music. And trailing the field is On to the Next. Opening quarter in a swift 22. And Go On Girl and Gerardo Corrales leads by 3/7 length. Sure Enough, and Manny Esquivel brings the heat on the outside. These two are on even terms. About 5 lengths back to Midnight XO. Splitting runners. Here comes Simpering Smile. And Midnight XO went a little wide on the turn as they reach the top of the lane. And with the lead is Go On Girl on the inside. Leads now by a head. On the outside, Sure Enough, from the back of the pack, Simpering Smile is moving, but they got to catch Go On Girl. Outside, Sure Enough had more in the tank. Sure Enough grabbed the lead. And Simpering Smile, one final try. Sure Enough hangs on. They're at the post. And they're off. Go On Girl jets out for the lead, leads by a half a length. On the inside, that is Sure Enough bringing the heat down against the rail. We got Princess Tony dropping right over the rail. To the outside is Priceless Picture down against the rail. Simpering Smile skims right up the inside. Midnight XO is about 4 wide. Another length and a half back to Victory's Flame. On the move is Dartiga from the back of the pack. Basilica d'Oro is down against the rail. Shadowed on the outside by Mark's Creek Music. And trailing the field is On to the Next. Opening quarter in a swift 22. And Go On Girl and Gerardo Corrales leads by 3 parts of a length. Sure Enough, and Manny Esquivel brings the heat on the outside. These two are on even terms. About 5 lengths back to Midnight XO. Splitting runners. Here comes Simpering Smile. And Midnight XO went a little wide on the turn as they reach the top of the lane. And with the lead is Go On Girl on the inside. Leads now by a head. On the outside, Sure Enough, from the back of the pack, Simpering Smile is moving, but they got to catch Go On Girl. Outside, Sure Enough had more in the tank. Sure Enough grabbed the lead, and Simpering Smile, one final try. Sure Enough hangs on. And they're off. Ducking down at the start a bit was Hot Heels. For the lead, that's Miss Maribel jetting over the lead, dropping right over the rail. To the outside, not really, not really. Hung out 3 wide is Hot Heels, down against the rail. Wild Tap it as they make their way to the first turn. It's Miss Maribel showing the way by 2 lengths. Not really, not really lays in second. To the outside, Miss Aulette in third. In between runners, we got Hot Heels down against the rail. Wild Tap a length and a half back to Belle of St. John. And Belle of St. John is down against the rail, just hard held and waiting. Super Tail of Houdini to the outside. A gap of 2.5 back to Looking to Fly. To the outside, Southern Sky. Against the rail, Runaway Mom. To the outside, Etelka. And trailing the field is Crossed Up. Opening quarter 23-3 as they run down the backstretch. It's Miss Maribel, leads by a length and a half. Not really, not really lays in second. Miss Aulette lays in second, or third on the outside, vying for the second spot. Down against the rail, Wild Tap it needs a way through. Joe Ramos looking to thread the needle. In between runners as Hot Heels to the outside. Super Tail Houdini called on, was 6th, now 5th. Second on the outside. A half and 48 as they set down for the stretch drive. In Miss Maribel turns them in. Alex Achard having it all his own way. Wild Tap it lays in second. On the far outside, Looking to Fly is absolutely rolling, and Looking to Fly on the grandstand side now just grabbed the lead. Looking to Fly and Chris Landeros or Joe Sharp just made easy work of this field. It's all Looking to Fly in today's 4th. Running second, Miss Maribel looks like Super Tail of Houdini for third. And they're off. A good beginning. For the lead from in between runners, that's Divine Grace. Now Story Channel shows good speed. On the outside, Icy Stare makes it 3 across the track. Farther out, that is Nom de Plume. Right behind runners is Dinah Joe. To the outside, Miss JD. Against the rail, Yarn. About 6.5 off the lead. She Will Ghost You. Now being passed on the outside by Kiss It Goodbye. Then we have Valiant Praise. And Valiant Praise is going to have to pick it up from there. And trailing the field is Call Me Tony. Opening quarter 22-1 and showing the way. Icy Stare, the daughter of Frosted. Luan Machado has it all his own way by a length and a tail. Nom de Plume lays in second. Hung out 3 wide. Miss JD and Declan Cannon coming in a hurry. Also from the back of the pack, moving out 3 wide, is Kiss It Goodbye as they reach the top of the lane. And with the lead, that's Icy Stare closest to the rail. Nom de Plume brings the heat on the outside under a right-handed stick. It's Nom de Plume and Joe Ramos for Paulo Lobo opens up by 3. Diving to the rail is She Will Ghost You. She Will Ghost You's a day late and $1 short. It's all Nom de Plume hanging on in today's 5th. And they're off. Bobbling a bit at the start was Isitude. For the lead, 10 extra. Down along the inside, Park Place immediately answers on the outside. These two run off together. It's Park Place. Now leads by a length and a tail. 10 extra lays in second. Code Violation just broke through the pack and now takes over the second spot. To the outside is Bourbon Heist. Calm and Cool, poised to pounce down against the rail. Son of Thunder, about 6 lengths back to Isitude in the lime green. Another 3 back to Fabricator, and trailing the field is Working From Home. Opening quarter of 22 and 3. Park Pace and Landeros leads by 2 lengths. Code Violation lays in second. 10 extra skims the rail, comes right up the inside. Going to need a way through. Moving to the outside, Bourbon Heist is actually zeroing in on the leader as they reach the top of the lane. A half and 46 and 1. It's Park Place with the lead, but company's coming. Here comes Bourbon Heist. And Bourbon Heist on the outside under a left-handed stick is wheeling in the leader. Bourbon Heist now takes over. Park Place in second. From the back of the back, Son of Thunder. But this race is her place. It's all Bourbon Heist. And they're off in the My Charmer, a good beginning for all. That's Burning Ambition jetting out for the lead. On the outside, Chardonnay. Right behind runners is Grand Avenue Girl. To the inside, Temper Time. Right to the outside, Champagne Lady. Down against the rail as they make their way into the first turn. That was Candy Raid. As they make their way into the first turn, and showing away is Burning Ambition. Outside is Chardonnay. Against the rail, Temper Time. On to the outside, starting to pick them up just a bit, is Grand Avenue Girl. Looks to have a handful in the 2-path. A length and a half back to Champagne Lady. Farther out, we have Diamond Solitaire, length back. That's Candy Raid. Right in between runners is Heavenly Hellos. To the outside, Tap Dancing Lady. Against the rail, Kate's Kingdom. In between runners is Lashara, and trailing the field is Kiradina Leka as they run down the backstretch. Opening quarter, 23 and 3, a half and 48 and 1. It's Burning Ambition by 3 parts of a length. Laying in second is Chardonnay, hung out 3 wide. That's Grand Avenue Girl down on the inside. Temper Time. Biding Time. Temper Time's going to need a way through. Shadowed on the outside by Champagne Lady. Now under a scrubbing. That's Diamond Solitaire. Down against the rail, looking for a way through, is Candy Raid as they round the far turn and set down for the stretch drive. It's Grand Avenue Girl sent right to the front as they turn for home in the My Charmer. It's Grand Avenue Girl has a head in front, make it a half. On the outside, Champagne Lady coming with leaps and bounds to the outside. That is Candy Raid. Center of the track, Kate's Kingdom is coming right over the top. Kate's Kingdom on the grandstand side is absolutely rolling. Kate's Kingdom and Candy Raid to the wire. It's Kate's Kingdom. And they're off. A good beginning for all. It's Clint Maroon jetting out for the lead, owns it now by a half a length. Tiberius Mercurius drops right over the rail. To the outside is Jai Solitude. Even farther out is Bear Oak. In between runners is River Redemption. Also on the outside is Full Charge. Down against the rail, Awfully Naughty. Right behind Slick Back as they pass the stands for the first time. It's Clint Maroon battling out with Tiberius Mercurius. A length and a half back to River Redemption in third. Skimming the rail is Awfully Naughty in fourth. In between runners is Jai Solitude in fifth. To the outside, Bear Oak. A half length back to Designer Ready as they make the way around the far turn. Opening quarter, 24 and 1. About another length back to Slick Back. To the outside, Common Bond. On the move is the gray Mohafeth. And about 7 to the trailer Blanket of Roses. And they're duking it out on the front end. Tiberius Mercurius closest to the rail. To the outside, the gray Clint Maroon. They're only a half part separated. A half length back to River Redemption. Mohica looks to have a handful. Moves to the outside in the 3-path and looks to have a very strong restraint. About 2 lengths back down on the inside is Awfully Naughty. Awfully Naughty going to need a place to go with Jai Solitude. On the far outside, we have Common Bond getting under gear. It's Tiberius Mercurius turning them in at 3/4 in 1:12 and 2. Tiberius Mercurius working all through is Awfully Naughty, and Awfully Naughty goes right on by and pokes ahead in front. Awfully Naughty, and Gerardo Corrales has the lead. Leads by 3 parts and legs. They sit down for the stretch drive. It's Awfully Naughty with the lead on the outside. Common Bob trying to wheel him in from the back of the pack. Full Charge is under full head of steam, and Tiberius Mercurius works off the rail. But Awfully Naughty made the right move at the right time. Opens up by 5. Bear Oak is second. It's Awfully Naughty in the closer.